how are you? This is Elisan, and I'm here today to share with you what I have personally gone through in my money journey, and I want to help you transform your own money story so that you can take charge and change your financial destiny. You know, every woman entrepreneur has a money story, and this money story keeps them from the success they want, keeps them from making the money that they deserve, keeps them from the lifestyle that they desire. You know what are these thoughts? Let me share with you and let's see if you find them familiar. Who am I to charge that much? Who am I to charge above market rate? Will anyone pay for my services? Who do I think I am? What my friends say about me? I don't want to appear too greedy or salesy. I don't want to push them. I just let it to fade and I let it go, and I just believe the clients will find me if they're meant to work with me. And how does that sound? Right? And if you are a woman entrepreneur who owns and runs a purpose-driven business, all these questions, all these mindsets will sabotage you. You know, it doesn't matter what level you are at, whether you are not making any money, you're making $500, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, even up to the six-figure mark. As they say, new level, new devil. These thoughts doesn't go away. What you can do is to learn to recognize them and to deal with it. Alright, so if you have never heard anything about your money story, let me share my money story with you. Okay, just a very few short years ago, I was struggling financially. But let's just say I was actually in business for the past 9 years, right? I was struggling for 7 years, and in the last 2 years, I actually made a home run and something just changed, and I'm going to share that with you. So for the past 9 years, I've been dabbling with several businesses, and you know, I was going on my own personal development, and I decided I was going to help people because I had this inner gut feeling that I was meant to do this thing and help the world and make a difference and, you know, enjoy my life, that kind of thing. But I was feeling stuck. I started out as a healer, card reader, and doing all the spiritual woo-woo stuff. And by definition, I thought that since I'm doing good work, I'm doing God's work, then the clients would just magically show up at my door and would die to work with me, right? So, but that's not the case, you know. I went to get a website, a domain, and all that stuff, and still no clients. I thought that just by getting a domain or a website, clients would magically show up. That wasn't the case either. And then I found this thing called Rewire Your Brain for Success, and I flew all the way to the States, and I came back, still nothing. Well, what changed was I had the knowledge, I was theoretically smart, but it didn't become my experience, so I was still stuck. So you may have lots of knowledge on how to make money, but until you get your hands dirty into actually doing it, you will be still at that place, right? So that's what happened. You know, I was struggling, I was frustrated. You know, I was even thinking, why is this happening to me? My relationship suffered. I was such a, you know, I was blaming, I was such a victim. And clearly my relationship with my husband suffered. You know, I resented him, I repelled him. And to the point where I even thought to myself, why didn't I marry that rich guy? Why didn't I just be with that rich guy? Why did I pass him up, you know? And thoughts like this. So clearly, if you're married and you have a child, that's not working too well for you, isn't it? And one day, finally, I had enough of all these $1 in my bank. I was just, you know, dollar to dollars, just surviving, and I just had enough. And I found myself curled up at the corner of my room, and I started crying and screaming and yelling, oh God, why me? Why me? That, you know, that basically that poor me syndrome. And I asked God, you know, I'm not a bad person. You know, what I want is to just make enough money to pay my daily expenses, to not worry about money, and then be a happy stay-at-home mom, you know, be a stay-at-home wife, and that sort of thing, right? Why was it so difficult? All I want is to help people, right? So I knew in my heart of hearts that I had this huge desire, this bag full of purpose, but with no clients. And if you run and own a purpose-driven business, you will know what I'm talking about. Because no clients, no money, no income, and you risk putting up that closing down sales sign, right? So if you are, know that you have a purpose to fulfill and a message to deliver and you want to make a difference, then your duty is to learn to get on the same page, transform your money story so that you can start attracting clients. I'm not saying making money is a bad thing. In fact, making money is a good thing. I think money is such a good teacher. This is what I found. The more you love yourself, the more you align with money, the more you have this desire to help, and the more you get clean with your energy with money, that is when magic happens for you. I remember there was some point in time that whenever I talk about money, at some point in time in your sales conversation, you have to bring the money up because you have to talk about money, right? Otherwise, how are you going to close the sale? I remember my body would shiver. My, tummy would turn. That would be nuts. And I would be breaking out in cold sweat. And I would drag the conversation on and on and on and on again so that I don't have to come to this point. I avoided it. Right? But at some point in time, you and I know we gotta talk about it, right? And whenever I say my rates out, I'm like, oh God, what's gonna happen next? The reason why you feel that is because you are so worried about what that person's gonna think of you. You are so worried about appearing greedy. And let's just be clear on this. If that person is your client's not going to pay you, you cannot help that person. If that client's not going to pay you, you can't give your product, you can't deliver your product to that person. It's just a transaction. But yet money holds us back. Money has so many stories that keep us playing small. Money is actually meant to serve you, not scare you. So where do these limiting mindset come from? It came from the people who brought us up. If you're not brought up in an environment where there's abundance and your parents were making lots of money, spending money freely and that kind of thing, you are going to unconsciously model after them. But here's what you can do. Now that you're conscious about that, you can then change that, right? So it's not about what you think. It's about how you think. It's about your belief in yourself. And let's put it this way. If you undercharge and if you discount your rates, if you discount your services, what are you unconsciously telling your clients? That I'm not worth it. So if you feel internally that you're not worth it, why would your clients want to pay you, right? So until you transform your story, nothing changes because you run a business. Your purpose of business is to make money, right? So I want you to get clear on this. Like if you are in a business to make money, you're not taking anything away from anyone. This is just purely transaction. If you go to a restaurant, the waitress serves you, you get your food, you pay for that, right? So that is a transaction. Are you going to say, oh my God, you know what? Oh, I feel so bad. No, you're not going to do that. So why the difference in your business? Okay, let me share a personal story with you. For years, I've been wanting to make $10,000 a month. I couldn't break that ceiling cap. I couldn't even, say it out. It just caused me to, shiver. And I was wondering why. And I worked on myself enough, and I know about the unconscious mind and that kind of thing, to realize that there was something that was holding me back. And when I was younger, I did date men who were rich. I dated them not because I loved them. I dated them clearly for the money. And in exchange, I would have to be this little woman. I had to listen to them, right? So in my mind, in my unconscious mind that was playing in my head that I'm not aware of, is that money equals control. And when your clients pay you, or when your clients pay me, what does that mean? I think in my mind that they will control me. Of course, that is like a misalignment of energy, because here you are wanting to help them, here you are wanting money, and you are unconsciously pushing them away, and so on and so forth. So that energy is not clear. So once I cleared that, the next client that came along, boom, it was my first 10K client. It felt so good. It felt so authentic. My ideal client was willing to pay me. She did not even haggle. She was like, okay, sure. That's it. That was easy, right? So as a a heart-centered woman entrepreneur, it is so important for you to clear your money story so that you don't get frightened. You allow money to support you. That's what it is meant to do. Okay? So here I am talking to you, and this is what I would love to do for you, because it really pains my heart to see you, not tapping into your gifts, not allowing your gifts and purpose to shine. You're not the world's best kept secret. So stop telling yourself, oh, time is not right, I'm going to take it slow. Because if you have raised your hand to answer to say yes to this purpose and this mission, it's only you, not me, right? I mean, I'm not doing your whatever purpose, right? You have said yes to your mission, and therefore it is not about you anymore. It's about the people. Think about it, right? If you are playing small, you're keeping your gifts to yourself, you deny the people who are meant to receive that gift from you. You deny them from that joy, right? Because you have gifts and talents that only you can deliver. Not me, you. Okay? So just imagine if I didn't show up and do this video and share with you my new latest program. I'm denying you from the information that you are meant to have, right? So I'm very proud to inform you and to share with you that I have created a very special 2-day live event called Reset Your Money Mindset 2-day live event. So clearly it's a 2-day live event. Why 2 days? Because if you want long-term transformational change, you gotta immerse yourself completely and let yourself go. Well, it takes 30 to 90 days to break a core belief and 21 days to break a habit, right? And so all I'm asking you is for 2 days to spend with me, for me and other high-level, high-achieving, highly motivated women entrepreneurs. Well, Zig Ziglar did say we are the average of 5 people we spend our time with, right? So I want you to be in this environment. Okay, I want you to learn and transform and discover how you can actually live a larger life and play a bigger game so that you can live the life that you deserve. Okay? So you can get all the details on this page, and what I want to share with you is this. I know you are high achieving, highly motivated, so this is what I'm going to do for you. I've made myself available. I've cleared some of my time and made some time slots available for the first 20 women who say yes to this, because we all know that successful women knows what they want. You make decisions on your own. You don't look right, you don't look left. You know this is meant for you. You say yes, and when you say yes, life says yes for you, to you. Alright, so I'm going to be spending 60 minutes with you working on your mindset, and that is called the Mindset Makeover Strategy session, just before our 2 days together, so that we get to know each other. I know your story, and I can help you dive deeper during those 2 days, and of course the 60 minutes. Once again, it is only limited for the first 20 women who says yes to this. And of course, because you're committed, this is my promise to you. If for whatever reason on the first day of the event you didn't experience any shift, any slightest shift, no aha moments, then come to me. I will personally refund you your money out of my own pocket. If you are the kind of person who signs up for every workshop, attends every live event but don't participate, then this event will be no different from the other. You will not experience any change. So you need to promise me that you will fully participate and commit to these 2 days, or at least that 1 day, to go through that shift and allow the time and space for that to happen for you. Okay? However, if you are that woman who says, this is it, I'm sick and tired of not making the money that I deserve, and I'm stuck, and even all the marketing plans I've tried, business plans I've tried, and nothing works, then come. I promise you that this will be an event like no other, because I've not seen any in Singapore right now or in Asia, anyone that's hosting such an event that talks about your mindset, that talks about your psychology, that we dive really deep into your story. It's based on the Jungian psychology and Eastern philosophy. I've not seen anyone being trained to do this deep work, transformational work in Asia so far. So you owe yourself this day, you owe yourself this promise, you owe yourself to attend this workshop so that you can receive that deep transformation, and then you can go out and spread and blossom and be the woman that you're meant to be. No woman is meant to suffer. No woman is meant to deny themselves from the dream that they are meant to live. Because if you have a desire, that means the solution must be present for you. You owe yourself this. I can't do it for you, only you. I'm not going to be here, standing here, convincing you and trying to persuade you to come. You know yourself whether you are meant to be in this room with me and other women. So I look forward to supporting you in this journey, and I look forward to diving deeper with your money story and helping you transform your money story and change your financial destiny. Alright, so see you soon. This is Elise signing out. Bye.